you know, some walkouts, some different versions of planks. So right now we're actually going to start off by shaking it out. Roll those wrists out. If you shake this way, if you need dumbbells in order to be on those wrists, you can do that as well. Okay, hi Leah. We're just shaking it out. Shake everything out. Get the blood flow this way. All right, we're going to go ahead and turn those elbows. I want you guys to turn the hands to the floor and turn them up to the ceiling. Just rotating. Doesn't matter where your hands are, but I do want you to start getting some rotation there. Palms facing up, palms facing down. That's it. So we're just rotating. Let your whole body move right now and start to really loosen things up, okay? I don't know if anyone has done anything yet. We gotta make sure we're warm. All right, from here, I want you guys to get your feet about shoulder width apart or so. You can even go a little bit wider or even turn your toes out. But we want to get nice and low into our squats, okay? So first what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into a forward fold. I want you guys to go ahead, just hinge forward, relax your head, and I want you to shake your head up, down, some yes and no, some left to right. Soften the knees. You want to feel that stretch through the hamstrings, but I don't want the knees locked out. So soften those knees. From here, I want you to go ahead and grab those feet, drop down into your squat. Your squat might not look like mine. Everyone's mobility is a little bit different. Either way, what I need you to make sure you're doing is shifting all the way back into your heels with your butt out. Chest up as high as we can, right? We're not going to let the heart be lower than the hips, but the hips lower than the heart. So then from here, all I want us to do is keep a hold of those toes, send the hips up, stretching all those posterior muscles, drop back down, chest up. I'm using my knees to push out on my elbows to push out on my knees. Up and down. And up and down. So for those of you that are still joining us, we are going to use some sort of weight. So if you need to have cans, if you have dumbbells, you need something. All right, let's go one more time there. And back down. Good. From here, just take your hands to the floor. On all fours, I want you to make sure that your shoulders and your wrists are right underneath one another. Same thing with the hips, okay? So we're not too far out. Hi, Coop. We're gonna take that right arm to your ear. Now I want you to bring that elbow to the opposite wrist and back up. I want you to rotate from your rib cage. So we're trying to rotate as far up as we can. I want you guys to over-exaggerate the up rather than the down. Breathing. And one more. That's it. All we're going to do is switch. So I'm going to just turn this way so you can see. We're going to go elbow to wrist, elbow to ceiling. And I'm moving from my rib cage, not necessarily just this elbow moving. Down, rotate up. Good. So warming up that thoracic spine, that mid-spine, okay? Pulling in on that belly button, starting to get that transverse, that deep abdominal muscle working. Do one more. There we go. We're gonna come back into that all four position here. Now what we're going to do is push up into down dog, and then we're gonna come back, bringing those knees back towards the floor, but we're actually gonna keep those knees just slightly off the floor. Okay, so turn the toes under, push up and back. It might not feel exactly like your down dog because our hands and feet might be closer than you normally are, but I want you to shift your chest through your arms, and then we're gonna bring those knees back in as close towards those wrists as you can, and then push back up. As you're coming forward, you should be feeling this in your abs. Up, come forward. Notice how I really push forward from my heels, my body weight comes, my shoulders come forward over my hands, then I go back. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shake out those wrists again. Good job. Everyone that's joining, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being here. You're gonna need some light dumbbells or even cans or water bottles, something that's gonna help us. Once we get through a couple more exercises here as our warm up and activation stuff we're doing right now, we're gonna go into some weights. So after our bear squats, we're coming back into a plank. You can come onto the hands. If you need a break from the wrists, come to the elbows. Will be a little bit easier. We're not gonna hold our plank yet because we're still activating stuff, right? So elbows or hands in your plank. If you're going to plank from your knees, remember we're not here with the butt out. Tuck that under, okay? In your plank, tap the knees forward, bring them back up. Now do you see, I want you to make sure that your hips are not going up and down. You're gonna maintain your plank position, tap the floor, come back up. If you're doing that from your knees, you're gonna come up, you're gonna do a little down dog like my doggy. If you need to come from the knees, you're gonna go ahead and just extend one leg at a time. Now I need you guys to think about squeezing your quads, please. Squeeze the quads, front of the thighs, drop down, pull that belly button in. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. We're gonna finally come onto our backs for a second, okay? I love this move. And for all of us that are spinners, this is a good one. So we're gonna come onto our backs. I need you to make sure that you keep your shoulders flat on the floor. Cross that right ankle over your left knee. I want you to make sure that your right knee is out and away from you, right? So not here, but out. So actively do that from the hip, okay? Now from here, shoulders down, we're gonna take that knee as far over as we can. Belly button pulled in, pull it back in, over to the other side. I'm still actively pushing that knee out. Now every time I pull my feet back towards the center, I'm engaging that core. I'm thinking about pulling my belly button in. We're gonna go 2 more times each side, so 4. My back is cracking. 3, 2, last one, we're gonna switch. There we go, other side. So again, actively from that hip, getting that knee out and away from you. Shoulders nice and tight on that floor. We're gonna drop that knee to the side and the other side. Pull that belly button in. Still pushing out. You should feel that deep in that hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. We have one more. This is one of my new favorite moves. We're gonna go into our sprawl. So you're kind of in between being in a cat-cow position and also a child's pose. So rather than have your hands directly underneath you, I need you to take them out just a few extra inches here. Turn the toes under. We're gonna keep those knees really close to the ground. The more we load those hips and those knees up, the less we're gonna feel this where we wanna feel it in the core, okay? So knees just barely off the floor. Push back. As you push back, again, we're not lifting. I want those knees to hover over the floor. Come forward. Shoulders over those fingertips. Those knees are never gonna fully be straight. That's okay. You're gonna catch yourself. A few more of these, and you should be feeling it in your quads and your abs. So you're coming forward quick, and I'm gonna catch myself there. And it's almost like I'm gonna punch, right? Tighten up those abs when you catch yourself in that forward position. Let's go for 4. Hear me breathe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Excuse me while I get to our timer. You need to get your timer, get some water, and your dumbbells. Case, can you go get my water downstairs? I left it downstairs. Thank you. So as I said earlier, if you weren't here, we're doing 3 sets, 75 seconds, 60 seconds, 45 seconds of each exercise, okay? If anytime you don't want to have the weights, don't use the weights. These can also be done without having any kind of weight at all, okay? I'm a totally terrible multitasker, if you guys know. I can't count and do stuff at the same time, so timers are great. So this timer is only 19 minutes and 20 seconds long. We're not gonna be super crazy, but then I do have a finisher, okay? But if you have to leave before that 19 minutes, cool. So you have your weights. We're gonna start off 75 seconds. Down dog position, okay? Let me go. I'm gonna grab my dumbbells. You guys, up into your down dog, somewhere where you can also find your plank. Ready? Can you hit play? 3, 2, 1. All right, so here's what we're doing. Remember plank, take one dumbbell, tap it to the back toe, come forward. Take the other dumbbell to the other foot. You're reaching for that opposite foot. Opposite foot, okay? Back for the opposite foot, come forward. Back to the opposite foot, come forward. You need to do this from your knees, do it from your knees, okay? Okay, so you can always just tap back. Reach up, come forward. No weights, then don't do it with a weight. That was your halfway beat, okay? We got 30 seconds left to go. Up, chest through the arms, reaching back for that opposite foot. Come forward. All the way forward. We're not arching the back. Tuck the foot under. Flatten that back really long through that low back. Keep going. 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. Okay, we're gonna go into kneeling here, jab. When we jab, you keep that elbow soft. You don't fully extend it. I want you to tighten those glutes so that we're not pushing that booty back, but we're tall. This is super tight. Rotate at your torso. I want you to feel you're working this rotation here, okay? So follow through, so it's not just the arm, but that whole torso rotates, rotates, rotates. Turn that palm to face the floor as you throw. Pull it back in, palms facing one another. That was your halfway beat. Come on. You got this. First round is harder, right? 75 seconds, that's kind of long. Well, you got this. Keep that intensity up. Keep breathing. I also didn't want to go too crazy, right? First home workout with me. Get your guys' feedback. I label this in my computer as workout 1, so when we go, we can progress to make them harder. All right, here we go. Shuffle side to side, standing up. Come to one side so you have room. We're gonna shuffle, shuffle, come down to the floor. You'll notice I reach with the opposite hand. Go to the left, right hand down, go to the right, left hand down. Now, if you would rather just march it out, reach, then march it out. Just make sure every time you come down to the floor, you're in a squat, right? Your knees are level with one another. We're not gonna have one leg out, one leg in. It is a squat. Hips centered between those legs. That was halfway. Shuffle. You can keep those feet really low to the ground. Keep those hips low if you really want to work on that burn and that booty and those legs. $18 seconds left. That's it. Breathe. Next time you do this, 15 seconds left. You got it. 2, 1. Optional use of those dumbbells again. You actually only need one. Plank, elbows. I need you to have them make equal signs. Knees for your plank or toes. Take that dumbbell in that right hand, turn, rotate up. Take it down, all the way to the other side. Keep that dumbbell close to your chest I don't want to see anyone making a big arch. I want to see that dumbbell travel as perpendicular and as straight of a line as possible. This looks like this from the knees. As you rotate to one side, top knee straight, bottom knee on the floor. You know what's more important though? Is making sure we don't stick that booty up, right? You're maintaining your plank. So if you're here and you're not starting to do this, your shoulders are directly over your elbows. 15 seconds left. Rotate all the way open. Are you stacking your shoulders and your hips? This would not be stacking one right over the other. Next time we do that, make sure you're doing those 2 points. All right, stand it up. Slight bend in those knees. Take that opposite hand to the opposite foot, but not bending, not rounding through that back, right? So what I always tell people when we work on these is that you're not thinking about folding forward, you're really thinking about pushing your hips back. So if you think about rolling your chest forward instead and not pushing your hips back, you're not going to keep that spine long. We want to get those glutes and those hamstrings. As you come up, think about you pushing your hips forward. Weight in your heels. Can you make sure you don't roll to the outsides of your feet? That happens a lot. Don't pronate. Up. You guys, we have one more exercise, and then you're gonna get a water break. 3. No weights needed on this one. Rotating mountain climbers. Come down into the top of your plank. Again, if you need those weights, grab them for your wrists. Opposite knee to the opposite elbow. Now, it's not just like you're pulling that knee in, but I need you to pull that knee in and really tuck. So you're trying to get that knee in as close to that hand as you can. Shoulders forward. If you start looking forward at your hands and not down, you're cheating. Okay, we want to use core. Halfway. You want to speed it up? Let's do it. Notice how much you're rotating your hips, okay? Come on, guys. You have 23 seconds to go. And you get your first little breather. Are you looking forward? Get those shoulders forward. Come on, 10. 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Cheers. We do it again. 60 seconds this time. Okay? We know what we're doing. We're not breaking in between each one. We'll get our water after we're done. So remember, the first one is that down dog, toe reach back. Ready? Let's go. We have 8 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Dumbbell to the opposite foot, back forward into your plank. Dumbbell to the opposite foot, back forward to your plank. Now, are you really coming all the way down to your plank? I hope so. Shoulders coming all the way forward, hips coming all the way down. Pull that belly button in nice and tight. You guys, 15 seconds left to go, that's it. Hips up, hips down, abs tight, no arches in those low backs. 5, Come into that kneel. Hands, keep those hands high. Hands high, hands high. So, I don't know if anyone's caught on yet. I have a theme. Our theme is obliques, okay? Obliques are those muscles that run diagonally. Some go down, some come up. They are responsible for rotation, side bending, stabilization of that torso. We're using that today. Probably some of my favorite muscle groups to work. Obliques. Come on, come on. Don't stop. As you throw, power, pull back in, elbow draws in to the body. Come on, glutes tight. Don't start to sag back. Get tall. Shoulders directly over those knees. Beautiful. Shuffle, shuffle, reach to the floor. Remember, march it out if you need to. March it out if you need to. Reach. This and our mountain climbers are the ones that are really made to get our heart rates up, okay? Opposite arm reaching for the floor. You have equal weight in both feet as you are reaching to the floor. Now, careful. I know you might not be able to see yourself, but you can definitely feel yourself. Is your heart higher than your hips when you reach for the floor? It definitely should be. We're not doing that. We're not just reaching for the floor for the sake of touching the floor. I need you to reach for the floor like you're gonna lift a box properly. Use those legs. Plank to a T, let's do it. One dumbbell. Equal sign with those arms. Knees, look at that dumbbell, comes close to the chest. Or toes, knees or toes. Remember, if you're on your knee, just make sure you keep those hips lifted away from the floor. As you're lifting the hips away from the floor, you're using those bottom obliques, okay? So stay high. "20 seconds left right here. You got this. Breathe. In through that nose, out through that mouth. We are a lucky group that gets to be working out right now. We should not take that for granted. All right, beautifully done. Slight bend in those knees. Reach that opposite hand to that opposite foot. Back flat. Look at how flat. Chest out, booty out, then hinge down. Thank you guys for all being here with me. My first live Facebook workout. All right, 20 seconds left right here. Remember, squeeze, 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 squeeze. My glutes are on fire, even though these are 2-pound dumbbells. I'm squeezing. I'm just working those suckers. Pushing them back, pulling them all the way in. So I'm not leaving them slightly tucked out. I'm pulling them all the way back in. Mountain climbers, let's do it. Water after this, water after this. 1 minute here. Rotate, you don't have to jump. What do you mean, getting all excited? Shoulders, where are your shoulders? They should be directly over your wrists. Remember, holding those dumbbells in those wrists or even making fists can help with the pressure on that wrist. Halfway. Don't pick up that pace, you pick up that pace. You know you. What kind of workout you want? Are you here to really get it up? Really break a nice sweat? I am sweating because I have no windows open. Or you just here to move and feel good because you know you got that heart rate up. And hey, conquering one workout in a day, that's enough to feel pretty damn good about yourself these days, right? And then we can talk about Common Core math later. All have a quick water break. Last round of this, 45 seconds. This means if you are feeling good, you feel like you've got some left in the tank, I need to make sure that you really are trying to increase your range of motion and push yourselves a little bit harder. Focus on the muscles that you are trying to work. I'll try to remember to cue you through those specific ones. But think about it and squeeze and use, contract those muscles. We're not doing any bicep curls, that was just an example. Down dog toe reach. 3, 2, 1. Reach back, bring that dumbbell. Come forward, reach back. Here's another thing. All of this stuff where we are in plank formations close to the floor, you have to protect your shoulders by making sure, I'm just gonna stand up real quick, you're not in this position, right? You're not here. See that big difference? I'm tense, I'm here, I'm really like, oh, there's so much weight. But if you can remember to plank and have those shoulders down and back, engage down here. So if I'm pushing the floor away, I'm really feeling that here. Protects your shoulder, okay? All right, here we go. Kneeling jabs. Butt in. 45 seconds, 45 seconds. It's quick. Transition phase. Well, that takes almost 5. So you have like 40 seconds of work. Come on. Rotate, rotate. Yes. That's it, that's it. You're welcome, Julie. You got this. That's it, 7. We're almost done, we're almost done. 3, 2, 1. Jabs, or sorry, shuffles. Let's go. Down, down. You don't even have to jump, right? March it out if you need to. But do not jeopardize the technique of your squat. Remember, we're not doing that, right? Down, down. I'm reaching with my opposite hand. So again, that makes me rotate just a little bit, engaging those obliques again. All right, plank, 1 dumbbell, knees or toes, up, keep those hips up. When you rotate from center to side, squeeze those bottom obliques, squeeze. Right arm goes up, left oblique squeeze. Left arm goes up, right obliques squeeze. Beautiful. Stand it up. Booty builder. So these are, as long as we do it with that horizontal movement in those hips. See, as if there's this string pulling my tailbone behind me, right? So I have this reach back. I feel the stretch. Now I'm gonna squeeze those muscles to stand back up. Up. Slight rotation in that torso as I reach that hand for the opposite foot. Again, obliques with that. 4. We have our last set of mountain climbers. Let's do it. Hands underneath your shoulders with your hands. As you get tired, this is default. Don't cheat. Try not to cheat. Even if you need to go to those knees, you can bring those knees out to the side. That is still like a side bend, still working those obliques, okay? You just have to be careful of those hips coming too far back. Tuck that tailbone under, keep your weight forward. That is the trick with all these different kinds of planks. Making sure the most of your weight is forward, not back. Beautiful. Quick sip of water. Let me explain to you our last little bit, okay? Our last little bit is a 10-minute, every minute on the minute. So our time, I might finish sooner than you, but that's okay because the timer will tell us when that minute is over and when it's time to start again. Maybe I'll move the timer so you guys can see it, in fact. 2 moves. Let's get them down real quick. Side jackknives. We're gonna be not directly on your hip, but on the meaty side of your bottom, okay? Bottom arm kind of angled out, not directly, just kind of 45-degree. We're gonna come here. You got 10 on each side. You gotta get those 10 before your minute's over. Whatever time it takes you to do those, maybe it takes you 40 seconds, you'll get 20 seconds to rest. Got it? As soon as that timer beeps to go again, you're doing your other move. And that's gonna be a squat, knee to elbow, squat, knee to elbow. You're gonna go 20 of those. Because we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, since we're not going side to side. All right, if you wanna add a jump to that, you can, totally up to you. 10 minutes, that means you do each of these exercises 5 times. Let's see. I think the kickstand on this broke, so I'm gonna use my pedal water bottle. Scooch this over a little bit. Okay, here we go. Every minute on the minute. Whoa, hello. 15 seconds, we will go. And 8, 7, you're starting with side jackknives, so get on your sides. 3, 2, 1, you got 10 on each side. Count them yourself. Reach for those toes. Other side, slight angle in your body. Here's the deal too. If it's taking you longer than 45 seconds, meaning when you see 20 or when you see 15 left on that timer and you're just feeling like you're already at 100%, stop at 45 so you're always guaranteed right now these last 15 seconds, okay? Otherwise, just keep it up. But you're gonna hear those 3 beeps. 3, 2, 1. That means get ready for the next one. Squat, knee to elbow. Remember, you're counting to 20. I almost forgot. Rotate. If I'm going slow, I'm not just bringing my knee in, but I am rotating my elbow towards my knee. So I'm not just pulling the knee in and the elbow in, I'm rotating from my rib cage, okay? We're rotating like we warmed up with. I want you to feel that right now. Shake it out. 1 round down, y'all. 10-minute timer. 2 down, 8 to go. You got this. Breathe. Here's the trick. Push yourselves so you have those recoveries. Count to 10. Other side, 2. Counting to 10. Squeeze those top obliques, that top waistline. And then rest when you need to. I don't know if you guys can see under this second here. That's the left. That's the last. That's how much in your timer you have left. All right. Again, you've hit that 15-second mark. If you know you need that little bit of break, take it. If you need a quick sip of water, my water is being used to prop up my timer, so I'm not gonna touch it. 2, 1, let's go. Squat, rotate, squat, rotate. You are trying to get your elbow and your knee to meet right in front of that belly button, in your midline. So make sure not just one extremity is moving, but both. Do you guys hear this song right now? Oh my gosh, I have to. Keep going, keep going. You're going for 20. Add that hop if you need to. This is perfect right now. You got this. Let's go. 2 down. 3 to go. That's nothing. You got this. Staying healthy. Get that stress away, right? Sweat it out. Heart rate up. 10 each side. I'm squeezing right here. Those top waistline. All right, finish off with me. You guys, we have 5 minutes left. Whatever you have going on today, it doesn't matter. Give yourself these 5 minutes. We're here, we're working out. That's what it's about right now, okay? Breathe. We're going in 8. Twisting, twisting, twisting. All about those obliques today. Here we go, down, cross, cross. Remember, meeting in the middle, meeting in the middle, okay? You guys are doing awesome! Goalies, you got it. Come on. So, final 2 rounds. 15-second mark. If you need that breather, take it. Be your own hero. Finish strong, but finish. We're all gonna finish together. Come on, pedal. 4. Here we go. Up. Squeeze those obliques. Other side. 10. Oh, you only have to do that 1 more time. You got this. All right, we're coming up to that 15-second mark again. Kind of check in with yourselves. See how you're feeling. Breathe. Water. 4, 3, 2. Squat. Rotate. Squat. Pull. Squat. Pull. Pull that belly button in. You guys, 1 more round. Last round, I will show us just a few stretches, but I do encourage you to stretch more Okay, afterwards, of course, that's always how preventatively we keep injuries at bay. We gotta stretch. All right, here we go. Making love to you was never second best. Last set of 10. Last ones of the day. Pull up from your waist upwards. He's famous Cooper. If you can jump, let's jump. All right? If you know your body can handle that impact, then I want you to take it right now. If not, just keep that pace up because this is your last 20. Right here, come on, 110%. Let's go. Finish it up. You guys got this. Come on. This is your finisher. Halfway. If you have not gotten there yet, you can do this. I'm gonna get some water. This is the Seconds Pro app that I use. It's really great. Once you learn how to do all of the timers, it's super easy to make your own timers. Seconds Pro, and it's free. You can buy the more advanced version, but you don't need to because you can make all your own timers. High fives, high fives, high fives, high fives. You guys are awesome. Quick stretches, I said I wanted to show you. We're gonna go child's pose, but not just any child's pose. I want you guys to come down. You're gonna take your right hand under your left, take your right shoulder, and look under that left arm. Right shoulder to the ground, right ear to the ground, because I want you to make sure that you don't have any kind of tension in your neck right now, okay? So rotate. Breathe. Center. Take a deep breath right here. Other side. So palm facing the ceiling. Take that shoulder all the way down and under. Head to the floor. Relax your head. No tension in your neck. I will read all of your comments. Sorry, I can't see them all right now. Beautiful. You guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Let's do this every Wednesday. What do you think? Whew. Good job, everyone. Thank you so much. Hey, if there's anything that you want to see, like you said, or like I said earlier, I love to focus on things in a workout. A lot of times it is obliques, or glutes. And that's mostly because I know that those muscle groups are really important for our bodies to function and feel good, keeping other aches and pains at bay. So, but any other things that you'd love to see, let me know. We're gonna, Kelly and I and Shauna and everyone else at Pedal, we're all gonna be working on this, trying to make it just as supportive as we can for you guys. So, thank you guys. You are awesome. I'm just reading. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you for being here with me. You made it definitely more fun to do this with you guys than by myself. So